It's Max and Seth coming at you from the past. We're gonna do a podcast.
What a blast.
We talk about nonsense, yeah, we talk about crap. What it's about, I can't tell you that. You probably won't understand any of it. Oh well, hey ho.
We all know it's shit.
I hope you enjoy the show, because I'm taking a bow. The right must be off. Ta-ta for now!
Hello, I am Smithy Poo-Headed Dildo, and this is my co-host, Jim.
Hello, I am the sadly less well-named of the pair.
Yes. No, I'm Seth. Hello.
And I'm Max,
And
currently
we're here to give you a big present.
big ear-based present.
And what it is a human ear.
Yep, a big human ear.
A very large human
On like
ear.
a platter. It's like a silver platter. It's like the one that the women win when they win Wimbledon.
A big plate of ear.
Yeah, it's like the French would eat it.
That's quite racist.
That is quite offensive.
But they might.
Yeah. Well,
It's
anyone
delicious.
could eat it, I'm sure.
It's a multicultural dish.
Yeah.
The ear.
You have ears off people from all nations.
If you're feeling a bit, cheeky, you can mix the ears up. A multi-flavoured ear dish.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, they're a bit like shrimp and stuff. You have to remove the cartilage from the ear
And the wax.
before you eat, and the wax.
Well, some people like the wax, actually.
It does add a bit of
Spice.
yeah. It's like curry powder.
It is a bit tropical.
Yep, Dumbledore likes it.
He does. He loves it.
He loves earwax-based food.
He loves it as much as he loves his giant beard.
He's in a relationship with his beard.
Have you looked on his Facebook?
He has a Facebook.
Mm.
Really?
I'm good friends with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are you friends with his beard? Do you condone his
His
relationship?
beard's a bit up him.
Up him.
Oh goodness.
I've got a beard up me.
The Max and Seth podcast. We're moving around on the floor. I'm going to a christening tomorrow, Max, or a baptism.
Religious event, generic.
What's the difference? Christening.
Christening.
What is the actual word? Christening. Christening and baptisms, are they the same?
I'm the wrong
Anyway.
person to ask.
Anyway, I'm going to one of them tomorrow, and it's quite sunny at the moment, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice bit of last minute summer sun. So it'll be nice and sunny for the christening.
The christening.
And I thought that's a nice thing, isn't it? You'd like nice weather if you were being christened.
If you're a baby and you don't know what's going on.
If you were the parents, you'd want the baby to have a nice weather.
Well, they don't know. It could be snowing and icy for all the child knows.
But then I thought, what kind of weather would you want on a funeral? Would you want sun or would you want rain?
We tackle the difficult moral issues on this show.
What weather you need at a funeral?
Exactly.
I wouldn't like sun at my funeral.
Me
I
too.
would like my son to be at the funeral, but I wouldn't like the sun to be at the funeral.
You'd like for on your deathbed the sun to go out. The
Yeah.
whole of humanity to begin dying as you do.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I wouldn't like sun. I wouldn't like sun on a funeral. It's too
Happy.
Happy,
Clowns.
yeah.
There's clowns everywhere.
everyone knows the clouds come out.
The
of
sky clowns.
the clowns come out of hibernation when the
it's
sun
sunny.
comes out.
Yep, they crawl out of their holes.
Yeah, exactly.
Holes filled with pies.
But
And custard.
I suppose rain would be quite nice, as long as everyone had umbrellas. In the end, I think I just decided on just a grey day. It would be quite nice. But if you live in England, then the odds are it will be a grey day. So it's lucky if that's what you want. You know?
I think that snow would be good.
It's a bit too festive. I'm gonna reject that idea. Sorry.
But then you have zombie-based snowball fights.
I think that's a bit too.
You could take the person's finger and wrap it in a snowball, throw it at someone, and it would hit them and they'd be scared.
I think that is sick-minded, disturbing, and disgusting. I think you are a mentally ill human being.
It has been said many times.
That's my honest opinion. That's what I really think of you.
Wow.
After all these years of knowing you. How do you feel about knowing the truth, Max?
This has changed
Everything.
Yeah. friendship. I think I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna. No, I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Yeah.
But would you? Would you though?
I'm going.
Would you leave me?
Fine.
Would you leave me alone in a room with a microphone?
Just...
I don't think you would. Anyway, I'm fine with just me and my microphone. She's a sexy little beast, aren't you, my dear?
I think we need to have a conversation, Seth.
We're having a conversation already.
No, but about your relationship with your microphone. I don't think it's healthy.
I've got nothing to say. Are you trying to ruin my relationship?
I don't think she's the right microphone for you.
She is. I spent a lot of money on her. I've invested my time into her and I've spoken into her. I've spoken right into her heart, and she felt my vibrations, and she transcribed it into a waveform for me. She's doing that right now. She's committed, Max.
I understand what you mean. I felt microphone love before as well, but I think you should probably be with someone of your own species.
It's just not the same, Max, as a microphone.
They just don't listen as well, do they?
No, exactly. Everyone wants a microphone. Anyway, I do have a real girlfriend anyway, so sorry if you're listening. I do love you, really, not the microphone.
I think the microphone is a close second, to be honest.
Yeah, by far.
A close second by far.
Yes. It's
compared to all the
a
other
very
seconds.
long way away, close thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's close but distant. Well, if that's not an oxymoron, I don't know what is. Oh, I crack myself up. Come on. Ooh, I got those rhythm and blues. Hi, I'm George. I live in a hole.
Hello. I'm Roger, and I live in a parrot.
You live in a parrot?
Yeah.
How's it working out for you?
Oh, it's a bit cramped. I'm looking for a new place, really. An otter would be nice, but
Bit furry.
it's a bit furry. But the thing I do really like about parrots is that they have wings.
Well, yeah, you can go anywhere in the blink of a wing.
Exactly. In the blink of a wing, you're on the other side of the planet.
So, are you going to go for an otter or a bird-based species?
The upside of otters is obviously the slightly larger living space.
Yes.
And then the water travel.
Yeah.
It's obviously not as good as a parrot.
I mean, air travel goes anywhere water travel does.
Yeah.
It's a well-known fact.
But, water travel is a bit slower.
Well, it depends if you're going upstream.
Yes, of course, yes.
I reckon it could potentially be faster. You get yourself a decent racing otter,
Yeah,
you're in for a
bit
win.
of a jersey.
Yeah,
a nice
a
hat.
cardigan.
Yeah, go faster stripes.
Chinos.
You'll have the best otter around.
Best hipster otter
Exactly.
you've ever seen.
Give it some lensless glasses.
Yeah.
Cross around its neck.
Exactly.
Little moustache.
Have you considered a hippo to live in?
Well,
The living space, I will tell you.
Exactly.
I shared a hippo with someone once. Me and my flatmate.
oh wow.
We rented a hippo. Quite expensive, but
it really worth
it was
it?
worth the space. I'll tell you, there's so much space we could fit a bloody box inside it.
Wow. Just living
A
inside
box.
the cavernous stomach.
We could fit like a portable
Toilet in there.
portable toilet. We could have a giant loaf of bread.
Giant loaf of bread.
That was the contents of our house.
Wow.
A giant loaf of bread,
'Cause-
a portable toilet, and a box.
In my parrot at the moment, literally all I have is like
Miniatures.
a miniature lava lamp. It's good kind of as heating as well, but then the feathers help for that.
Do you have that in the centre of your room, like a central lava lamp column type thing?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. So I
how's that?
can kind of walk around it. It's good, even lighting around the property.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beds. What do you do about? Do you just curl up against the lava lamp?
yeah. It's warm. It's
yeah.
gloopy. But the issue with the lava lamp is the cable has to run out of either the parrot's face or the other end,
Yes.
which means during air travel I cannot have lighting.
Batteries. Have you considered batteries?
Lava lamps take a lot of energy,
Oh goodness, they do.
and
I'll tell you. Once I had one.
and it sure used a lot of energy.
Also, the limited space of the Parrot is difficult to fit more batteries in.
Oh, yes.
This is why I'm thinking of upgrading to an Otter, because you can attach little, sort of turbines between the fingers, and so as it swims,
that isn't interesting.
my lava lamp would be powered.
Might I, parrots, you'll be spending a lot of your time in tropical countries, won't you?
Yeah.
And if you were cold in a tropical country, you're going to be quite cold in rivers and stuff, my friends.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
You're going to need a lot more power for that lava lamp. You're going to have to
point.
have it on at least setting 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and that requires a lot of cheese elephants.
Cheese elephants.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually thinking of investing in some cheese elephants, buying some shares.
Pretty darn expensive.
I know. I've been saving for a while, so that's why I'm thinking either I go for an otter, or I save for a bit longer and go all out on a cheese elephant. Just because that would
be, your life would be complete.
Yeah.
You could fucking die.
Exactly.
Am I allowed to swear on this?
Only in relation to cheese elephants.
Okay, good.
Because otherwise it's just rude.
Yeah.
But everyone knows cheese elephants are just that good.
They are amazing.
They elicit all language use.
But again, back to the hippo. It's a good basic place.
Good base. Yeah. It's sort of large empty area to fill however you want.
You can style it to your own
Taste.
to your own needs.
Yeah.
You can really bring out the core meanings of life in that room. If that's what you want to do, you can really experiment with the place, and you can bring through some pretty dramatic
some
scenery,
important themes,
some
running
serious
through the area.
images.
Yes,
the whole way through the room is just stunning, and things I've seen is just really extraordinary.
Brings into light
it does. Tell me,
the importance
darling,
of mortality
and
the
true
themes.
sense of belonging and friendship, and all these important concepts.
Which if you didn't own a hippo, you cannot comprehend.
Discussing them does them no
justice.
Justice, that's the word.
Cannot understand.
It just doesn't bring through. Just not the same. I'll tell you that now, darling.
They just darling.
Yes.
You just called me darling.
No, I was talking to the microphone again.
Oh, I see. I thought you were talking to me. I thought we were having this conversation.
Well, but the microphone's part of it. Anyway, I live in a gigantic at the moment.
I thought you said you lived in a hippo.
No. If you were listening, that was one of my previous homes.
Oh, of course, yes.
And that was when I did bring through the meaning of life and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. But now you're living in
a gigantic. I live in a gigantic.
Oh, in a gigantic. Sorry, I must have misheard you the first time.
Yes, a gigantic, and then I had a little cough or something.
Oh, yes.
I live in a gigantic.
I've heard about those gigantics.
They are sexy as hell. I don't know if you've ever been to hell, but it's incredibly sexy.
Really?
There's naked people.
I can just imagine it's
everywhere.
so hot. It's a pun.
There's naked people everywhere, and they are bathing in their own sweat.
Oh, that sounds.
That is actually literal. They're not just sweating a lot. They've collected their sweat molecules
into a bath.
Yeah, and they're lined up in rows, organised using an alphabetical system.
Oh, so there's good organisation skills in hell.
Oh yeah, you're allocated your bath. You sweat a bit, fill it up.
Oh, so sexy organisation.
It's all right as long as you're next to some sexy people. Oh. But when at my time in hell, I was stuck to this old fat geezer, and he wasn't a nice sight to look at.
Oh, was that Terry?
Terry, no offense to him, I know you're quite personal with Terry at the moment, but
yeah, he's a close friend, but I understand what you mean, really.
He is a bit fat.
Yeah, not the sexiest for hell. I thought, is there not any sort of filtration as you enter, like a big net in the doorway?
The people who have committed, minor crimes get to go next to sexy people, but I had stolen. Right, to my shame, I'm sorry. I had stolen a raccoon. I know.
Sad. No. Are you sure you should be discussing this on a public format?
It's anonymous.
We know your name.
You don't know.
But you're Seth.
That's not my real name. And well, it is, but you know, it's anonymous. It's completely anonymous. But yeah, I did steal a raccoon.
You're a terrible person. You deserve not to be next to sexy people. You shouldn't be allowed to be next to anyone sexy for the rest of your life.
Well, I'm going to my girlfriend's next week, so
that's not gonna happen. I just texted her.
She lost her phone.
That doesn't matter. I texted a random person. You're not going to be seeing that person.
Good.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah! The Max and Seth podcast! Enjoy!
Seth.
Max, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Oh, I do say.
How's Margaret?
She's doing good. How's your Margaret?
Oh, my Margaret's fine.
Oh, I do love a good Margaret.
Anyway, you know Margaret has a pretty normal name. As things
Margaret
go.
does have a normal name. Well, actually, there's less Margarets these days. So
Yeah.
sad times.
Sad times are upon us.
But yeah, Margaret has a normal name.
Yeah, and these people with normal names don't really understand the pain and hardship that people with less usual names go through. Not saying that I myself am being affected by this hugely, but really I'm becoming depressed. Because my name is Max.
And that is the usual name. Quite a usual name, actually. So I don't know why you're depressed.
It's really affecting my life. I feel like I can't move on with things.
What are your problems?
Well,
just tell me about them.
as you know, my name is Max. And there is also a word in the English vocabulary.
Okay.
Which is...
Hang on. Yes, I'm understanding you.
Wait, I haven't told you the word.
Okay.
This word is maximum.
Maximum. Yes.
You know this word?
Hang on. Yes, I'm now understanding.
You're familiar with it?
Yes, I am familiar. I'm extremely familiar. I am so familiar you would not believe it.
Have you understood my pain yet, or do I need to go
No,
into
no, please tell me more about your pain.
I feel it inside. It's not good. It's when people shorten this word maximum down to its first three letters.
MAX.
Yes. And do you know what that is the same as?
Max.
Yes, which is...
your name.
Yes.
So what are your problems with this?
It's when people say the word Max, and they don't mean Max. They mean Max.
Oh dear, I can see what you mean. So you'll be in a lesson or something.
Yeah.
You'll be saying like, just do this to your Max.
Yeah, and I'll spin as fast as the speed of sound and look at them, and they just think I'm mad.
But I don't know why someone do this to your Max. I'm going to do this work in dedication of Max, of my Max.
People think of me when they work so often.
Do this for your Max.
Yep. Everyone has a little pet Max.
Yeah.
Because I'm your pet Max.
Yeah, you are. He's actually a foot tall.
We talked about this last time, didn't we?
That you're a baby.
Small.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Suckling at the teat. And all work that people do is dedicated to their Max.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to do my own work, and I want to get my own Max, and I want to...
Well, is that... Because you're called Max, does that mean you don't have your own Max?
No.
You are a Max, so you don't have a Max.
Exactly.
Well, you should get yourself a Max, then that Max would need a Max, and it's an infinite loop once you get a Max, so you can't get a Max, my friend.
I know.
Just deal with your facts. You're Maxless.
Really hurts me right here.
I don't care if it hurts you right there. I'll hurt you there more if that's what you want, even though it isn't what you want, but I'll hurt you there anyway. I'll just punch you right in the there.
Could I change my name?
No.
Oh.
Because you're my Max, and you can't be like my George.
Could you be my Seth?
No one has a Seth. People don't say, just do this to your Seth, do they? It's just do this to your Max.
We could start a new saying.
Do this to your Seth.
Do this to the Seth.
Exactly.
I'm just imagining people with like a really small person just like in their pocket or on their shoulder.
Or in their ear hole.
Yeah. Everyone knows, as we talked earlier, ears are a good like prize.
Source of nutrients.
Well, yes, and something of a prize or gift. And so when you gift people ears, they get more maxes.
And if that ear had a little person in,
Exactly.
that would be the cream of the crop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, obviously, you don't eat the ones with the people in.
Well, you can eat the person if you want.
Oh, yeah. But the ones you don't eat, you get to keep, and so you have, like,
yes.
like really rich people just have loads of maxes.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
They get them just to do crap for them. Like, go and catch tigers.
Yeah, well, exactly. Who wants to catch a tiger themselves in today's society? I'll tell you that.
Oh, and the more tigers they catch, the more mounts the little maxes get. They just ride around on them.
Oh, yes.
It's a really efficient method of getting around.
I do agree with you, actually.
It's one of the best, as I would know. Because, well, obviously I don't have my own tiger. Seth isn't upper class enough. But I once tried one out.
Ooh, cheeky.
Mm-hmm. It was, in fact, while helping you in the heist for the raccoon.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because, getaway vehicles are, like, just silly. So we rented out a tiger.
Yeah.
Stole the raccoon.
I can see how that would work, actually. Yeah. It's a good idea.
Obviously, I didn't go to hell. That's why I didn't know about your experience, because I'm only a helper. You're responsible.
A helper?
It's a pun! 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 Insert cheering noise.
We don't even need jingles on this episode. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the show. I've been swimming in an underground zoo with Richard and Roger too. We've had some fun old times, killing frogs and making rhymes. Anyway, we need to go. I'll be off to tar for now.